Good morning. Insanity, day 2. Plyo Cardio Circuit is done. Um, my head is spinning with so many thoughts. So I'm going to share some things with you on my thoughts about insanity, having just done really the first workout. Apparently, the fit test really doesn't count. Because once you do the real workout, you realize what's coming. And then you realize you don't realize what's coming because I have no idea what tomorrow looks like. But I wanted to give you, do you see how I am right now? I am just like, it's like Shaun T got into my head and rattled my brain. I have a lot of thoughts to share with you. Some of these are just some personal things. And then a few for those of you who are doing insanity with me, this might help you. Today was Plyometric Cardio Circuit. What comforted me is that this is what Shaun T did on the stage in Atlantis. So technically, without knowing it, I had done this workout before on sand next to my buddy Doug and with my husband George. This is the workout where Shaun T got in my husband's face. Oh no, he did some diamond jumps. So he added diamond jumps in the Atlantis. Thank God those weren't in there today. If you don't know what a diamond jump is, just ignore that I said that. So anyway, I felt really good. You know, yesterday I did the fit test and I did my fit club. We did Chalene Extreme Burn It Off. This morning, here was another point. I got up, like, my alarm went off, and I think I pressed snooze maybe twice, but for the most part, I got up and was excited. What? Excited to get into the gym. I was energized. I was ready to go. I think part of that is because my after pictures from my 2-year journey came back yesterday, and I looked at those pictures. I looked at the before picture, and then I looked at the after, and I was like, sometimes you forget that work has really been done. So I got up energized, and I was ready to go. He was pretty excited. So I'm going to be trying to do my insanity in the morning before the kids get up. It's also cooler in the attic in the morning. Okay, for those of you who, like on the power jacks, you were like, what? I just can't jump anymore. You got to do right leg in, left leg in. You don't have to jump. So in terms of modifying, I couldn't find that anyone in the video is actually modifying. My tip for you is this, not to watch them. If you have to turn your head, you just keep moving, but you don't have to keep up to their speed. So it's not a choreographed workout where you have to stay on the beat. So if you can't do the jumps where you're jumping out to the side and jumping back in and you have to step and step, then do it. So that's one of my suggestions, is to modify it. And sometimes it's easiest to modify when you're not watching the lead teacher. Okay. Another thing that I chose to do was I picked a rabbit in the crowd. And the rabbit that I picked was the guy that was familiar to me because he was in the fit test and he was in the back left. So I kind of treated him like a rabbit and I tried to stay up with him, if that makes sense. So those are 2 ways to make it a little bit more personal. But definitely, if you cannot jump, don't think you can't do insanity. Just modify it. And you don't have to keep up with the people in the video. Okay, so this is a little embarrassing. When I first did P90X, I got really overwhelmed on day 2 because we did plyometrics. And I never thought that I would be doing P90X. And so at the end of the workout, I started crying. I bawled my eyes out like a baby. Well, at the very end of, I don't even know what this thing is called. Oh, we were doing a push-up. You're in a plank position, and then you pull your legs in, and then you go back out. In the middle of that, I started crying. I did. I started crying because I'm doing insanity. And 2 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to do this. And so, you know, I know you're out there, and I know you keep asking questions about how you're getting fit. And your first answer back to me is, well, that's too expensive, and I don't have time, and I don't have support, and blah, blah, blah. You know what, guys? I did it. It had to become a part of my life, but I did it, and I bawled like a baby today. So we can talk further about that if you'd like to. And then the last point that I have is that I love the stretching. He really does a great job with warming us up and then cooling us down with a stretch. So don't skip that part. That's Insanity Day 2. I'll see you tomorrow.